All right, so I was talking to a friend, and I was thinking about this again today. Just being raised in the church, him and I basically been going to church our whole lives. I'm 44. He's a couple years older than me, and I think there's, besides the church and the doctrine of the church that I was raised in, there was the faith of my parents and their relationship with God, their religious views, their convictions, and basically I was living more on their faith, more by their convictions than my own. My relationship with God was based on their relationship. My dad's relationship with God, how I viewed that as I grew in Christ, as a teen, and early 20s, I still had a lot of that false foundation, because it wasn't my own foundation. It wasn't a relationship that I cultured myself with God. It was based on their faith and their morals and their code of conduct, and how I saw them react to different religious situations or whatever. So I actually had a mentor, and it hit me hard. She told me that I was basically my dad, and it kind of encompassed a lot more than just my relationship with God, but so I had to cultivate my own relationship with God. I had to seek God for myself, and sadly, I really didn't come to the realization until I was in my 30s, mid-30s, and I was dealing with an addiction, and I was just at the end of my own rope, using my own strength, my own strategies. Nothing was working. So I set out to seek God for who He was, is, and will forever be. And my outlook, my perception of Him and myself in Christ completely changed. And I believe that was the end of 2013. And so back to being born, pretty much born and raised into the church. Speaking to those people that maybe you are still living off of your parents' faith, your parents' convictions, and you really haven't grounded your own salvation. You haven't built your own relationship with God solely between you and Him. Seek God on this, and seek Him out for the Father that He is. Search the scriptures and I in that time frame of my life, I was more so into the New Testament. I just really related to the disciples, and I really I looked at how the disciples and Jesus reacted with each other, and I realized how close we as Christians now, how much we are alike with the disciples. Disciples, they were human. They made some bad decisions. They said some things that we literally would have said to Jesus to his face, like they did. And it just blows my mind too that they literally walked with Jesus, and they were, plainly put, as dumb as we are today. So yeah, I really looked at how Jesus interacted with not just the disciples, but people. So I want you to really seek God for who he was, is, and forever will be. And when I did that, he showed me who I was in Christ, and it totally transformed the way I thought about him, about myself, about others. So that's it.